We're live, right?
Yeah. Can you share?
Yep. All right, hi everybody. So here we are today with Michael at Cottage Table, and we're in the workshop of Cottage Table, talking with Michael here
In San
Francisco in Dogpatch, right? This is the Dogpatch area.
Yeah.
How long have you been in this workshop? Like
6 years.
6 years in this workshop, but the store is 40 years old. You said
The business is about 4 years old.
Oh wow! So how did you get started on this? Like, how did you get started with woodworking and this type of art?
Well, my family has a metal fabrication business in the South Bay, so I grew up working with metal.
Oh, I see.
And then from there, I bounced around to a few different shops, kind of wandered away from it, and in my mid-20s, I met the owner of a custom dining table business called the Cottage Table, and I apprenticed with him for a little while. Eventually, I became the owner about 7 years ago.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So you mainly make tables for this Cottage Table, like wooden table. Can you describe a little bit, like what type of wood most of
Yeah,
these
that's
are,
Eastern Black Walnut.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually my dining table. I was just lending it to some people.
Oh, nice.
It's an example of one of the just nice, simple tables we make here.
Yeah, this is all handmade basically. Right?
They're all handmade. They're all custom made to order.
So, like, where can people order this?
They can email me at info@cottagetable.
Info@cottagetable.
Yeah.
How much is this for? Somebody's asking.
The skateboard?
Yeah,
It's $220.
$220.
Yeah.
And the
And-
skateboard is completely handmade also, right?
Yeah, so the skateboard you can see is made out of the smaller offcuts from the furniture projects.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
And so this is also Eastern Black Walnut
Okay.
with this is a quarter sawn oak and maple detail.
Oh,
Okay.
these are from like the leftover pieces that you have from the tables. Right?
Yeah.
So somebody's saying they will take 42 or something. What is there some kind of a size or something when you do a skateboard?
42 inch?
Yeah.
Is that what they
Yeah.
We would be willing to talk about custom sizes.
Okay.
But at the moment we're just doing this size, which is about 28 inches.
This is 28 inches.
Yeah.
42 units, they say.
Oh, 42 units?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so he can do 42 units. So you can reach to Michael at
Cottagetable.
Cottagetable.com.
I like the cheese, but
info@cottagetable.
How did that name came about?
it's a type of furniture.
Oh, I see.
And you build these tables also?
Yeah, that's what I primarily do is build custom furniture, mostly custom dining tables.
How did you get into the skateboard?
So I share my shop with a few different people.
Mhm.
One of them is Dylan Hosey,
Mm-hmm.
and he had the idea of making skateboards out of scrap wood. And then I had some ideas about how he could go about doing that, and so we decided to do it together.
Do you have some other things you'd like to show us?
Like other products?
I can show you around the shop.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let's take a look.
So yeah, let's look at Michael's shop. It's like where you create this magic.
All right.
Hi.
Here's Julian Watts.
Uh-huh.
He's working on a desk out of cherry
Uh-huh.
for an old client.
Uh-huh.
Julian Watts is also an artist and furniture maker.
That's cool.
He's from the Richmond district of San Francisco.
Oh,
born
okay.
and bred.
How about you?
I'm from the South Bay.
Oh, okay. But you're from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
This is our
This is where you do your magic.
table saw room.
Okay.
Primarily, and then there's another craftsman over here.
Uh-huh.
he likes to work really slow and sharpen his tools. And he's got that vibe going on over there, which is really great. His little business is called 8 Branches.
8 branches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Over here, this is the wide belt sander, so it's like a giant planer. These sanding belts go in here,
okay.
and so we can just feed it tables. And that's what we were doing earlier. To see these big panels, we were pushing them through there.
Yeah, yeah. Can you describe a process for making a skateboard?
Yeah,
Skateboard.
For a skateboard.
Yeah, let's start with the skateboard.
Okay, so you know, we have all these cutoffs from the tables. Like,
can you
here.
show us a cutoff?
Here's a bunch of scrap, right? And I actually saved the usable stuff over there.
Okay.
So I'll if it's the right length, like this piece of cherry, I know I can laminate a few of these after I cut them to roughly a little over the thickness I want to get.
Okay.
And then I'll put them in this big clamp rack.
Okay.
And use about 3 of these clamps. Let them sit for a few hours.
Okay.
Then we put it through the white.
So what does putting in the clamp rack do? Like, why do we do that?
I glue them together.
Okay.
So it's like gluing the different pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put.
So this is one of
an example that it's
Okay.
just got glue in between these boards. And
Okay.
we let it sit in here, something like this, probably overnight, and then we put it through this big sander.
Okay.
And we start with a really rough grit, and then we keep changing the sanding belts until it's like polished.
Okay. So that's where it gets polished?
Yeah, it needs to be sanded more by hand afterwards. but
Okay.
we
That's why it's
start-
so smooth when you get the finished product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still, that's about halfway there.
Let's look at this. This is a cool workshop.
Thanks. This is the machine room.
Okay.
See, there's some more stuff going on back here. There's a CNC router.
Oh, okay. This is where you do the designing or something?
This is another one of my shop mates. It's called Bushicon,
Okay.
and he makes these nice stands for. I think this is for a tablet,
Oh, nice.
or maybe it's an iPhone 6. I don't know.
You guys all share this space basically. These are
Yeah.
different businesses.
It's my shop, and then I share it.
Yeah.
There's also in here is where there'd usually be more skateboards.
Oh, okay.
We're all out.
Oh, okay. All sold out.
They're all unsplayed.
So after you go through this initial polishing process, that's where you come and keep things?
Yeah, with the skateboards, the next step would be take a template.
Oh, this is cool.
So I'd have a flat piece of wood, you know, kind of like just a panel of wood, like this, and just put this template over it.
Okay.
We cut it out with the bandsaw, and then we take a router bit like this, and this bearing here follows the pattern of the template,
Okay.
and cuts away the rest.
Okay.
So you have skateboard.
So how sturdy are these? Like these last a long time, or like what's?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
very durable.
Okay.
They take a beating really well.
They take the beating with.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered putting some electronics things to it so that it moves by itself or something like that?
No.
No. Has somebody asked you?
Yeah, but think that it would be pretty difficult, and it's kind of fun to just propel yourself on a skateboard.
Yeah, so for those of us who are joining the Periscope session, we are here with Michael from cottagetable.com, and we are just having him describe how he builds a skateboard. He also does custom tables, and he takes orders for these at info@cottagetable.com.
Yeah.
And he builds some cool mostly he designs it and he builds it, and these look pretty cool and make for a very good gift, I guess.
Yeah.
Like how do people like they buy skateboards for themselves or gifts or something like that, or
It's probably 50-50.
probably 50?
A lot of gifts.
A lot of gifts.
Makes, I think, someone who skates and they also appreciate wood.
Uh-huh.
It's a great gift.
So
the wooden skateboards are becoming pretty popular now. Right? Like over some of the original ones that we see usually in the stores.
Yeah, the solid wood skateboards I think are starting to.
So what's the good, like how is it better than the carbon fiber? I have seen carbon fiber skateboards also.
Yeah.
Like are these giving a better feel for when you're skateboarding, or how would you describe it?
Well, the original skateboards were made out of solid wood.
Okay.
Or they went on to make them out of plywood.
Okay.
And we use different types of wood.
Okay.
Some of them are so they the different types of wood do have different feels to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll have different weights.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the reasons I think this is better than, say, carbon fiber is that we're using material that would otherwise could end up in the garbage.
Okay. So basically you're recycling things which could go, it's not even recycling, just upcycling.
Yeah.
Saving scrap.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And it's really valuable wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard to find, if we can't find a use for it
Mm-hmm.
for a furniture piece,
Mm-hmm.
it's still a really nice, could still be a really nice piece of wood. And so using it for something like this.
This is cool.
Have you thought of some other type of products like similar to these that you can just upcycle with? Or
I used to make all sorts of gifts out of scrap material, but just for my family, for Christmas gifts, stuff like that.
And where do you get your wood from?
Mostly Macbeth hardwood.
Okay. It's in the area.
Yeah, they're in the Bayview.
And what's this wood like? What's is this steel? Is it plywood? Like what
What kind of?
wood this is?
It's Eastern black walnut
Okay.
from the Eastern United States,
Got it.
and we only use domestic
Got it.
hardwoods.
Got it. Do you, cool. Do you have any other things to?
what are those tree stumps I see over there? Like
Oh yeah, that's from a client. It's from their plum tree
Mm-hmm.
in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of collecting dust right now.
were those supposed to be used for something as well?
We're gonna. Julian is going to carve whatever they want out of it. He's the resident carver.
Cool.
Bowls, spoons, maybe some sculptural pieces for their homes, maybe a bench,
Cool.
stools. So if you have a tree
Uh-huh.
that you want carved into things,
Can we
Contact
see a
me.
demo of maybe you working with one of the machines and we can look at how you work with the sander? Or,
yeah, you want to sand this top, Julian? Is this all done? Is this the 180? Okay, yeah, we'll show you. We'll sand these real quick.
Yeah.
So I'll show you how we change the belt. Changing the belt in there.
Oh.
So I have 120 grit in here right now.
Uh-huh.
So I've got to change it to 180.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had any accidents happen during one of these?
No, not yet.
Try not to
Exactly.
have a first.
Exactly. I'm like, almost ready to have an accident.
Lock it in. Screw the rest out. So now we're gonna sand it to 180. I gotta put my dust mask on.
Okay.
And Julian, you want to fire it up real quick? It's pretty loud.
Uh-huh.
Warm over here.
Wow. How many times?
With the high grip, we do twice on each side. We're gonna do 2 more passes.
Yeah. I would get confused on the sides.
It happens.
That was pretty cool.
You can see really feel the difference between these two.
Oh yeah, this is very coarse.
Yeah.
If this is way more
That's just
polished.
from that.
Yeah.
What we just did.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So then next you will leave it here and then do some more polishing, you said?
Yeah, we have to cross cut the ends.
Uh-huh.
Then we have to use an orbital sander.
Uh-huh.
And then it will be just about done.
Is there like glaze or anything like that on these, or is it
Do you polish it?
polish, or is it like varnish or anything like that usually, or
This is gonna go and be varnished in Oakland,
Mhm.
always?
but a lot of times, yeah, we use a all natural oil
Mm-hmm.
varnish, like on that dining table on the
Yeah.
skateboard. That's what we use.
That is pretty cool.
But
Cool.
these are gonna be sprayed.
Which other places can we buy these skateboards? Is it just by contacting you, or you?
No, you can. They're at Mollusk Surf Shop,
Okay.
and then A-Light has a pop-up retail space in the outer Sunset. I think it's called Seaside?
These are all in San Francisco,
Yeah, and Taylor Stitch and the Mission,
and
a fellow barber
Okay.
on Valencia. Those
Oh.
are both on Valencia.
that's pretty cool. And if somebody has to get it, like somebody likes this and they're in New York, can they email you and you would you ship it to them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Yeah, thanks so much. So again, this is Michael and Julian from, and then we're here with a cottage table in the woodshop. And this website is cottagetable.com. And this is Peter from Box Deep. We're wrapping up the